Marshall PC Wabash again, and today we are doing watermelon rind preserves straight from the Bluebook. This morning I got up, took my dog for a walk, then came back in and chopped the watermelon in half, split the rinds up, took a bucket over to church, made some pickled watermelon rinds, refrigerated for the pastor's wife. That's fixing things with Pastor Bill, by the way. That's his wife. So I made the refrigerated kind by cooking with shotgun red because I liked them so much I figured she might like them too. Then I made me a quart. In the meantime, I chopped up the rest of the watermelon rind to 1.5 quarts. And I'm going to make watermelon rind preserves. So I made my refrigerated pickled watermelon rinds and I cut them. This time I cut them narrow so I could stay within the limits, but I made them more like a pickled spear. So we'll see what that tastes like in a few days. I'll put them back because they're soaking up the goodness. I just came back from the ballpark. I'm an usher at the Nationals Farm Club Stadium. Came home. I got dishes going. In the meantime, I pulled everything out and almost forgot to turn on the camera. Well, I've rinsed that once, then I rinsed it again, then I filled it up with just plain water, stuck it back in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, then drained it again. Got it on the pot, the rinds, the quart and a half, and put the ginger on it. And over in another pot I have the syrup mixture that will be boiled up, and then the watermelon, after they become translucent, will get dumped in, drained and then dumped in that until it becomes, I guess, a preserve. And then I will put them in my stock pot here and water bath them, and we'll see what they turn out like. Well, this is Marshall PC Wabash getting back to the dishes. While this cooks, see, I always get impatient in the cooking part, so I got to find something to occupy my mind. While that's cooking, I got my jars in the black pot. They're all nice and hot. They'll be ready to get the hot stuff out of there. I put some lids over in this little one back here, so they're all nice and sanitized. The jars are nice and hot and sanitized. I got the lids over here I got to wash. I'm bringing this up to temperature. Alright? I'll bring it back when we start. Anyways,
no.
I'm to the part where I boiled the watermelon rind down and we need to drain it again. It is tender. So now is the time to drain. And we're just going to set this pot aside because I'm done with it. And we're going to bring out my other stock pot, which has the other ingredients in it to make the syrup. Yeah, the syrup. And let's see, it's got lemon in it, lemon juice, and some water, some sugar. Progressive lenses. I might have been reading one eye crooked, one eye straight. It's hard telling. Let me look. Combine that and that and that. Boil mixture 5 minutes. Alright, so we got to get it all boiled up. Then add the watermelon rind until it gets thick. So right now we're just going to get this thing boiling and boil it for 5 minutes. It shouldn't take too long. This is a fairly thin pot. So when it's time to go to the next step, this is Marshall PC again. The next step is on the timer. The sugar, juice, and water is now boiling in my stock pot. So we're giving that 5 minutes and then we add the rind to it. See y'all in a bit. Okay. We're at that step. Well, it's time to add the watermelon rind to the mix. It says, add the watermelon rind and boil till syrup thickens. Right now, here's what it looks like. It's boiled with the other spice in. Now it's going in the pot. Hopefully I don't burn my... Woo! I made it. I didn't burn myself up. I like that. That's a good thing. Give it a stir. Turn my timer off. Boiling till the syrup thickens up and the rind gets all transparent. Alright, bring you back when the next step is here. Well, this is Marshall PC Wabash. It's took a while to get to this point, but it appears everything is thickened up. I just threw in the lemons and it says I got to cook for 5 minutes and then start ladling in the hot jars. If it comes out good, it was worth the time. We will find out, I guess, when I decide to crack open the first one. But it's thickened up. Now we're almost to putting it in jars. I've got my jars heating back up. It was warm, I never took them off. Got my oil bath can I had on since the start, so hopefully I still got enough water in it. Ouch. It's only dropped about a 1/4 inch since we started, so it ain't too bad. Now we're gonna see what they look like when we drop them in the jar. Everything is ready. Lids are prepared. Rings are prepared. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So instead of watching me wring my hands, I'm going to bring you back. Alright. It's Marshall PC Wabash and back. It is ladling time. My jars are hot. They've been on a good while. Where is the pot holder? And my phone. We're going to start doing it. We're going to put it in and get a 1/4 inch headspace. That's what the instructions call for. That's what we're going to aim to do. I don't want to get syrup all over my counter. It's that time of year. Everything wants to come in. There it is. Knock out some air bubbles. Get this first jar filled up. See what we got going on. Should be pretty close. Got my little measure up. We almost there. A little more. Knock out some air bubbles. Oh! I just set the fire alarm off. Sandy's in there. She's gonna have to get it. I guess I'm going to get it. I'll be back. Don't move. Oh, shoot. No wonder we're burning. Alright. Bloopers and practical jokes. I just burned up my spoon. Look at that smoking. No wonder we were smoking. Woo! Let's put that fire out. That spoon is no good. Woo! Just burn up the spoon, PC. Doing good, doing good. It ain't a party till the spoon catches fire, I'll tell you that. Woo! Maybe that. Maybe bloopers and practical jokes. Good thing I was in here. That was crazy. Oh well. That was my favorite, one of my favorite spoons too. Alright, well, we got the first one jarred up. Wiping that rim out. It's sticky. Put a cap on, tighten that band down, paint tight, and it goes back in the bucket. Break out the cake spatula. There we go. I think we made it. Yep. Barely, though, we did make it. We're at the head space where we need to be. Good news is, I got one more watermelon on the floor. So, that's a good thing. That's good. Looks pretty. Well, this is Marshall PC Wabash. The cooking is complete. I did the water bath canning for the 20 minutes it called for. Took the lid off, and that was the equalizing, I guess, is what you do when the lid comes off. That's the whole point of it. I guess get it to the outside air. Now we're just going to bring them out. Hopefully we hear some pings, which means everything's sealed up good. But they certainly do look pretty. Oh, there's one. Bingo. That's all down. We got 4 half pints minus 1 stirring spoon. Casualties of candy. Well, this is Marshall PC Wabash. I got watermelon rind preserves, and they look some kind of good. See y'all later.